Guys, it's Brandy with Brandini Modo Oracle and Healing. I wanted to come to you guys today with the Astro reads, and this is the fire sign read. I'm just going to jump right onto it because that's what fire signs do. We just move right on through things. Okay, so this is one of the little fire signs out there. I call in the element of fire to please give me the inspiration messages and the messages that I need to give my fellow fire signs in this life. Please allow me to be a clear channel for spirit and convey these messages to the best of my ability with the highest spirit. Okay, I'm going to open up with the chakra cards. So I want to tap into the energies of the fire signs and see where the fire signs need the most energy healing and how these energies are affecting them through these energies that are external. So we're going to get to the internal energy of the fire sign. Alright. Okay, spiritual awakening. We have the crown chakra. Soul healing. We have the soul chakra. Spiritual, a little bit of spiritual awakening with a little bit of soul healing. Fire signs. Alright, so I'm getting again solar plexus, and with the solar plexus, self-mastery, with the soul healing. Actually, this is going to go. You have the spiritual awakening about the heart chakra. No, get out, please. And at the bottom of the deck, we have balance, root chakra. Okay, so the fire signs have a little bit more on their plate. They're working on 4 different. Actually, what I'm seeing is five different chakra areas here. Okay, they're really high in their soul chakra, their heart chakra, and they're needing balance in the root chakra. Your roots. Okay, so fire signs, your root chakras need a little bit of balance right now because you're all in the upper soul chakras right now. And again, you know, I strongly feel like all of the signs right now are needing to go through a serious chakra alignment. It's very imminent that we need a cleansing. Because we're working on self-mastery, really. But there is a playful energy in the air with the fire signs right now, I feel. Because that's what this awakening is about, learning how to connect to that playful spirit that you're in when your heart chakra is open. So right now, I feel like you also need to give extra energy and love and light to these chakras because right now that's where you need to find balance, and that's also going to help strengthen your root chakra. So you being in this energy is a good thing. It's healing, and it's also bringing balance to you. But like I said, again, these are also areas for you to also pay attention to because they're going to correlate to the messages in this reading. So we're going to get right to that right now. Alright, so what's going on with the fire signs? in this spiritual, playful, soul healing, self mastery awakening. What is going on, Spirit? All fire signs. I have a Tower. I have the Empress. Two of Pentacles. I have the Moon. Alrighty. Somebody's had a Tower moment about children. I feel like this is why the playful energy is stepping in, because this person needs to heal where their children are concerned. Maybe this is a situation that you've struggled to bring balance in, and you're also gaining some clarity about illusions that you had put under yourself. Like, you're trying to balance under the illusions that were in front of you. But this pertains to your children. I want to feel, or your motherhood. This is for feminine out there. This is for a feminine. This is for a part of the feminine collective fire signs that are watching right now. You guys have just experienced the Tower moment, involving your motherhood or your kids, and having to balance energies. But this is also very Cancerian energy to some of you guys that may be Leo, Cancer cusp. Guilty. I just had a Tower moment not very long ago, actually, about some things involving my motherhood and, children, my children, and trying to find balance. And healing, not only for my children, but especially for myself, because I need to be whole for my children, obviously. There was a long time where I felt like I had to sacrifice everything for my children, and I tried to balance, the need for sacrifice, but at the same time wanting things, not having to make the sacrifices, not having to make those choices, So, damn. I'll own that. Anyway. Comes after the moon. It's also about full moon energy. Like, there may be some other things that may come to the forefront, with the acknowledgments, with the information being brought to you. The Tower comes down, and it's so that you can reconstruct something, that wasn't working, and so it gives you an opportunity to bring balance in. And so I feel like the full moon coming is going to bring some balance in to. Oh yeah, here we go. I say the moon's going to bring balance, and I have the Six of Pentacles. Okay. This is also over the self-mastery card, too. Mastering the self, going within. I also get oceanic energy here, too. Going deep within the emotions. A lot of fire signs are very emotional and fiery. I mean, it's why they're so passionate. Obviously they would have to have, emotions and compassion in order to feel such passion for the things that they do in their lives. This is Aries, Scorpio, or Aries and Leo, Scorpio. I want to say Scorpio. Anyway, I don't know where the hell that came from, but you guys are definitely understanding that, you know, you can bring balance to the situation. Um, Most definitely. Uh, Contemplation, looking, looking out there to build the foundation, more or less, balance, looking for stability, feeling. But a lot of this stability is within the self, within the inner self, with the higher self, actually. This is about that tower. That's what kind of this tower moment is about. You know, coming into the higher self and letting go of the ways that you used to think. That's way too much. Yeah, it's about all the things that you think that you thought you couldn't have. You know, being a mother or having children, um, and having to heal this part of yourself. There were things that you thought you couldn't have, but that's what the tower is about. The tower was bringing that illusion down and revealing the truth to you is that, you know, the greatest gift that you could have, you know, been given is the gift of motherhood, and that gift was also bestowed on you as well. So, you know, is the tower was about removing you from that energy, honestly. And with the Ace of Wands here, and it happened very, very swiftly. This is the wounded warrior card. Knight of Wands and the Magician. These battles were, I mean, the illumination of the Ace of Wands is about um, creating a new passion within yourself, laying the battles down from the past. That's pretty much what the Tower moment was about. That's also what was being illuminated to you was your creative passion, okay, or your passion for something, okay, to lay down the battle within yourself, okay, and understand that this had to be illuminated for you, okay. For those of you that have had a rough time during that Tower moment, okay, you're realizing that what you were pining over in the past was holding you back, okay. It was keeping you from what you really wanted, which the Ace of Wands here to me is about wants and passion and the action to move forward and to go after with the determination that you need to go after the things that you want. Okay, this is what the wand power is all about. This is what fire energy is all about, because fire energy is pure creation. Okay, and to a certain degree, when you get to a point where, you know, you lose that playful sense of who you are, you know, you become really, you can become very um, battle like and wounded. You know, it doesn't offer. It's like you don't even have the joy that you should have as a creator, um, because you're just not feeling it. You know, but what Spirit is saying is that you can give this to yourself because you are a master manifester. You are learning. You're on this journey of self mastery, and you're a master manifester. You are the magician, and that's what you've been hiding from yourself. You know, fire signs, you've been hiding this from yourself, and you really need to come out of that. This is part of your awakening. Three of Cups and Queen of Cups. It's about some of you realizing who you are, you know, and celebrating it now after you're having this great revelation, this tower moment. bringing about all these things, these lessons and change, and about motherhood and celebration. You celebrate. Some of you guys have been celebrating that. Some of you guys have been celebrating that connection and healing that part of you. And I feel like you're celebrating the fact that you are magical. Because it took a lot for you to heal, and you're doing it. I mean, you're doing that. You are healing yourself, and you're now sitting in that Queen of Cups energy that you've been striving for so long. Because that's like you're the Queen of Fire, but you needed something to balance you out. You needed an energy that would balance you out and bring you down to earth, and that is the water energy. That is the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Love energy. Every empress needs that. There's the love card. Alright? So, things you thought you couldn't have because you had to make sacrifices, saying that those sacrifices would be worth it in the end, because this is what is coming for you. This is what is meant for you. True love. Patience is being brought to you through these lessons that you're learning, through these awakenings that you're having. Someone wants to bring you a message of apology. Somebody wants to come forward. This person in the past, this lover, this person has been withholding from you, battling within himself about giving you an offer of love, of emotions, being emotional towards you. Underneath, I have the Knight of Wands, or the Page of Wands. So Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I'm also getting energy from earth signs as well. Is this person going to move forward? And here's the Magician again with the Wheel of Fortune. It looks like this person is going to come forward with the truth. Yeah, definitely. definitely. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. This person is definitely wanting to come through with a message to mend your heart because they love you. You may not know that, but you've sacrificed a lot, but it looks like love's coming in because that's the greatest sacrifice you've made. But you're now in that energy of loving yourself and all of the things that you used to tell yourself um, were illusions. And you're understanding that you're the magician and that you can celebrate every moment as a new moment to create something new. And so you are really, really rolling with that energy, fire signs. For all of you guys, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, you guys are, this is what is happening literally in your transformation right now. And because of your transformation, this is what is coming to you. This is what is, I feel like this is what spirit is going to reward you with. And it won't be just in a material sense where you find balance in the material plane of existence, but you're also going to find balance within yourself and within in a love dynamic as well. This King of Pentacles is going to come toward you and offer you something. It may be small, but it'll be something. It'll be something that will create abundance in time. And for some reason I'm getting time, but it's not about divine timing, really. It is about divine timing, yes, but it's talking about, how like you plant a seed and that seed may have to go through some storms, but it's like Spirit is saying that storm is over for you. This beautiful flower behind this Three of Swords is blooming in the rain, and it's getting its nourishment from the rain. It's getting its nourishment from the pain, honestly, from the battlefield. It is growing on the battlefield is what it is. It's growing. This beautiful thing growing in the midst of desolation. So it's the beauty and the suffering, more or less. But this king is going to give you an offer, and it may be small at first, but it's going to blossom into something beautiful. Yeah. He may not see the victory in it. He may not feel victorious when he does come forward. That's why his offer may be small, because he's still doing some healing. But he's just overcome a great battle. So you need to be supportive of him. I'm just saying, that's a message for some of you guys. You need to be supportive of him when he does come forward, because he's just been through a great battle, and he's going to need to feel some kind of stability. So I'm getting that he's going to come forward to you with honesty, and it may be a small token of love. It may be a small token of healing. It may be a small message of some kind of support emotionally. And it may not seem like a great victory, but it's still going to be a victory. So just cherish the little victories while you can. So I feel like that's a message for some of you guys, to be grateful, just for the journey itself, and don't forget to be compassionate. Okay, don't be so brash, because wand people can be very, very brash sometimes. So just make sure that when he comes forward, just know that he's been through you know, a battle just the same as you have, and he's not as optimistic as you may be. So just appreciate with gratitude his small gesture, and I'm being told that if you would just appreciate his small gesture, then the gestures of love are going to grow. That's what I'm feeling. Final outcome, final messages. Yeah, he's a knight of he's an earth sign, so he's going to be very meticulous in the way that he moves forward. But when he does move forward, he's going to be very grounded. Or she. When he or she moves forward, they're going to be more grounded. Okay, and they're going to be ready to build a legacy. That's the foundation. You know, could be about you guys coming together and building an empire. You know, but it may be slow moving at first, but eventually the gifts will get gradually bigger. If that's what I mean. This is also about you needing to stand in your own energy to and focus on yourself while this masculine or this feminine gets their shit together to come forward to you. You need to be working on your own stability, because when you start working on your own stability, he's really going to come in with that cup of love. Okay? When he starts to see that you're more stable and you're more grounded and that you're working on it. At least that you're working on it. You don't have to have your whole shit together. That's not what he's saying. He's just saying as long as you are actively, like, I feel like this is a message directly from your divine counterparts. As long as you are actively getting your shit together, this person is going to want to come in and give you a cup of love because of your effort, because of your determination to do this. Okay, part of what is going to make them fall in love with you if they don't love you for this already. So I'm getting the feeling that they do. Okay, but they're going to come in with that message and they're going to move forward. They're going to move forward with that message if they see that you are actually working on a foundation. And that foundation, what they see that you actually want that foundation with them. Okay, because this is also about whether or not, you know, they're also afraid to come to you because they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid that you're gonna reject them. Queen of Wands. You know, they want to come in and they want to heal. They want to heal this broken heart and they want to give you a token of their love, but they're not sure if you're ready for that. They're not sure if they are ready for that. They want to be victorious. You know what I'm saying? But they also want to see something from you too. Like, I keep feeling like the King of Pentacles is just staring at me. And the Knight of Pentacles is just staring at me like, we just want to make the right decision. We just want to make sure that you're not going to reject us, fire sign. You know, we want to come forward with this offer, but we want to see that you want it too. You know, when we see that you want it too, and that you're willing to work just as hard as we are, then they'll come forward. But this is the way the masculine energy feels. I mean, I feel this. This is masculine energy feeling this way. But then again, if you are feminine and you're residing in masculine, if masculine energy is more dominant in you, then this is for you guys too. I mean, you're not going to want to go and offer your cup of love to someone if you don't see that they are wanting to build on that too. Especially if you feel fearful in any way that this person's going to reject you or shoot you down, you know, because of something that you did in the past. You know, if you are past people, I feel like if you're not, if this is for singles and this is not for, you know, like a twin flame journey kind of situation or like somebody coming from your past, if this is somebody coming in new, this is somebody who's going to want to see that you want this just as much as they do, because they've been through just as much as you have. You know, you learning how to go through these different things and transform these energies. You know, this person has gone through just as much shit as you have, so take it easy. You know, if they don't, if you know, don't shoot them down, and you know, like a fire sign would, especially a Leo. If you're a Leo out there, you know, don't be so materialistic, and don't be so fucking stuck on yourself that when this person actually does give you a small gesture, for one, don't take it to your head, and two, do not make this person feel um, like they're on for what they're doing. Okay, because it for them to come forward in the first place, it took a lot. Like, especially if they're an Earth sign, it took them a lot of fucking shit to come forward to you. So if they do come forward to you, you better treat that victory, even though it's a small one, you better treat it like the largest victory ever. Because if you make this person feel like shit because you're not celebrating the fact that they even came forward in the first place, they might not be inclined to want to give you their cup of love. And they're definitely not gonna feel like you want to support the union between the two of you. So you need to be in a state of gratitude when this person offers you their time, their devotion, or um, their help, for that matter. Um, just appreciate the gestures that they're giving you, okay, even if they're small ones. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So this person went through a lot of shit just to come forward to you in the first place, to give you that small offering. So just accept it with grace, okay? And don't lose sight of that playful energy, because this King of Cups, which I feel like he's in King of Cups mode. If Knight of Cups is here, that means King of Cups is not far behind. So if he's on his way to admitting that he loves you, or coming forward with a small gesture of love, you better not shoot him down, okay, or her, okay, because it took them a lot of courage to do this. I'm just saying. It took a lot of courage for them to get to that point. So this is for the new people. This is for either situation, whether you're single or whether this is a divine connection or this is a twin flame connection. Okay, it's going to take a lot for this person to come forward. So when you do accept their gestures with gratitude, all right, and that will give them the impression that you want to build this with them. All right, that means they won't run away from you like they did in the past if they ran away from you. Or if they're giving you that vibe like they're going to try to run from you, okay? And Earth sign will, I'm telling you right now, I love my Earth signs today. But, I've had personal experiences with my Earth signs, and this is how they do, okay? They are stubborn. And it would be like a fire sign to be deeply, deeply connected to an Earth sign, okay? So have faith, because you've got the Fool again. The Fool has come up for the second time. Which other sign did it come up in? It came up in the Earth sign read, I believe. Yes, came up in the Earth sign read. So yes, this is kind of mirrored energy here. Anyway, the Spirit's message here with clarity is just to have faith that this Earth sign, very strong Earth, is going to come forward with this message. He's going to be definitely watching. He's watching to see how you handle things. He's also watching to see if these little bouts of offerings see how you're reacting to them. Okay? Also get the notion that this Earth sign might also be watching to make sure that you aren't engaging in a relationship with other people. I think maybe he wants to make sure that you're not building something with someone else before he brings his cup of lemon. Earth signs are very, very territorial, just saying. For those of you fiery fire signs that are in love with Earth signs. or have a love for an earth sign, or feel like an earth sign may have love for you. Anyway, yeah, they want to make sure that you're not giving away any of your time, dedication, and attention to another. They want to make sure that you're free. They want to make sure that you're working on yourself, building your own stability, because they are going to be doing the same. Expect if this really is a duo between an earth sign and a fire sign. For the fire signs out there, if you're dealing with an earth sign, this is why they're not coming forward. They're taking their time. Okay, they're taking their time so that they can evaluate things. They want to make sure that there's going to be stability in the situation. Okay, not only for him, not only for this person, but for you as well. Okay, they do have your best interest at heart. Okay, they don't want to just come in and wreck shit. I'm getting the feeling like there might be some fear and trepidation here to come in and heal some things, but if this is from somebody, if this is somebody you're dealing with from the past, they want to see what energy you're in. You know, if you're going to reject them, if you're going to reject their small offers of love, okay? They want to also see how you handle those things. They're very observant people. Okay? So anyway, they may also still be dealing with some stuff in their own world too before they come forward. They want to feel victory here. Okay? So anyway, as far as oracles, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Wisdom of the House of Night oracles by Colette Baron Reed. Yeah, it's not. Part of self-mastery is learning how to coming out of your 3D denial states. Okay, things that you might have denied yourself in the past because of the way you thought about things, and transmuting that with playful energy. Okay, love chakra is like you open up your heart chakra. Okay, and let your playful energy navigate. It also helps you develop a sense of self-worth as well. You know, this growing and this healing, the spiritual work that you're doing on yourself, these spiritual awakenings, the soul healing that you're doing. In the soul healing, you're removing the masks of denial, and it's freeing up this playful energy that you have needed for so long. Okay? And in this process, you're also finding your self-worth, and they want to tell you that they're proud of you. Okay? The angels are proud of you. You guys may be experiencing some lustful energy right now. Okay, but they're telling you not to be overwhelmed and think before you make some decisions, because you don't want to step into a karmic situation. But at the same time, you don't need to deny yourself certain pleasures. Okay, that message is for some of you. Okay, I really feel like this is tied into the lover that's coming your way. Okay, this lover that is coming your way may have been stuck in some very, very lustful energy, and it may have caused you to lower your standards and your self-worth, because this person may have rejected you. Okay, maybe they were in too much of a lustful energy and they rejected you because of it. But the same kind of energy that can cause destruction, that may have caused destruction in the past, is not necessarily always bad. You can't necessarily associate the energy of lust with total destruction and chaos, because sometimes lustful energy is just exactly what you need to ignite a certain spark within you. And having that that self-worth and that confidence to know the difference between bad lustful energy and good lustful energy. Okay, and you know this when you come out of the state of denial that you put yourself in. You learn how to differentiate through lessons, um, especially through relationship and intimacy. You learn that this is about coming out of the denial that past intimate relationships have brought you. Sometimes being in denial sometimes you can be in denial about something and not even know you are. But the whole point of it is that a lot of these things that you've been in denial about, about certain situations, about, your happiness, and, you may not have known in the past that you could change your energy the way that you know how you can do it now. Okay, it's so much different. But now you know whether to discern whether someone's coming in with a good lustful energy and when they're coming in with a bad lustful energy. This person, I get the feeling that this person is trying to transmute that same understanding and thing within themselves just the same as you are. Like, they're like the spirit of those energies. For those of you that have a love interest coming in. Ooh, a reminder. Okay, maybe this is a reminder not to deny yourself pleasures. Okay, this is for those of you that have been standoffish. Okay, this is for those of you that have, that have had a hard time finding trust within. Okay, it's a reminder that don't forget that sometimes you need a certain amount of lust to spark a fire, and it feels like for this person that's got for you guys out there that have earth signs coming toward you, there's a part of you that needs to not forget that lust may be needed to a certain degree. Okay. Having self-worth and confidence is going to be fulfilling, and it's good to have a playful. You need to stay in that playful energy that you're in, because a thing that you wish upon and you visualize when you're in a playful energy, it's going to be very powerful in manifesting. So it actually could possibly be bringing you some fulfillment. And because the lust is here, I feel like what you've been manifesting is a lover. So what that lover is coming forward. Just saying. Yep, because you see the beauty in things. And see, if you're not rejecting the energy that this person could bring to the table when they do come to you, what you guys can have together is really fulfilling and really beautiful. Not only because you're finding it within yourself, but because you're actually going to be able to see as this transpires, and you take the masks of denial off. What is it going to unfold between the two of you is going to be something far greater than you could have ever imagined. I'm feeling it right now, and you're going to get that message really soon from your warrior. Okay, if you're a divine feminine out there, your twin flame, maybe an earth sign, priestess of fire. Woo! Wow. Message coming through from the warrior to the priestess of fire. Oh my gosh. And that's the conclusion. Oh my god. And Spirit has spoken, fire signs. Spirit has spoken. So don't be so rigid. Get in that playful energy. You're on this very, very awesome journey to self-mastery. And it looks to me like you have a love, fire signs, you have a love interest coming in. Okay? This love interest is coming in to ground you. Alright? Past, present, or future. This person is coming in to ground you. coming to ground out the relationship. She's just testing the waters a little bit and just stepping a little back. He or she stepping back, just kind of watching, kind of loving on you from a distance. They're coming. Oh yeah, there's movement. See? Movement. Oh, priestess of fire, there's movement coming toward you. Or high priest of fire, whoever you are. Oh, you sexy fire signs. Crack me up, guys. Alright. I'm going to take a break. This is the end of the fire signs read. I hope, guys, that this resonated for some of you out there. If it did, please give me a like. You don't have to share, but if you like this video, if you like my other videos, please subscribe and share. If you need a personal reading, please feel free to contact me at pearlofthesea13@gmail.com. I'm on Instant Go, Instagram, and Facebook. And you can find me at any of those places. So, like I said, please, if you need to connect with me, if you need a reading, I offer all different kinds of services. So please, feel free to message me, and I'll be happy to list them for you. So, again, thank you, Divine Fire Signs out there. I hope this was a pleasurable reading for you. Stay tuned, because in a couple of weeks, I'll be back with another update. Love and light, guys.